U.S. and Mexico. The president wants it to be black, but that could cost millions.
He also frequently claimed that black people have an entitlement to
ICE tactics against the residents of Chicago.
Hello, welcome to our Rap Tamil. So, in this film appreciation segment, I plan to speak about One Battle After Another, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. So, coming to the plot of the movie. So the movie is set in early 2000s where detention centers have been deployed in the US borders, and immigrants have been kept in the detention center, and there is a rebel group named French 75. So Bob, our lead character of the movie, Bob, is a demolitionist in this French 75 group. What he does is he makes explosive and make it burst. Wherever the group demands, he will go and make the explosive to burst. So this is the role of Bob, and Bob is loving Perfidia of the same group. Perfidia is the female lead of the film. So they are getting married and they are getting a daughter after certain years. So now Bob decides to leave this rebel activities as they have a family now, but Perfidia refuses to do so. So when it comes to family or ideology, Perfidia chooses ideology and leaves the family. Now Bob is left with his daughter. He has to take care of the daughter. At the same time, the detention center, that is the US Army as well as the detention center officials, have caught a rat in French 75 group. So they start to hunt the members of the group. Now these French 75 people were forced to scatter from their place. So now he is leaving to North California. This is the first act of the story. Here comes the second act of the story. During their days in the detention center, that is fighting against those detention center, they have to confront an officer named Lockjaw. Now this Lockjaw, after 16 years, is concentrating on Bob as well as his daughter. Why after 16 years Lockjaw has to hunt his daughter as well as him? What is the story behind it? And what is the link between Lockjaw and Bob's daughter? And why he wants to kill Bob's daughter? That is the plot of the story. So the things I liked in One Battle After Another is obviously the acting of the cast, especially Leonardo DiCaprio and Chas Infinity. So DiCaprio is a legendary actor. We know about his filmography. But Chas Infinity, when it comes to her, she acted as daughter of DiCaprio. So it's her first film, but she outshines in every scene she appears. That was very interesting. I like most about the film. And the next thing is the walk of Sean Paul. It's legendary walk. Just by his walk, every audience just laughed in the theater. But he's a villain of the film. Ironically, he's the villain of the film. But whenever you see him, you get a light smirk. So that's how his character has been written very well by Paul Anderson. Another thing I liked about One Battle After Another is the drama that the film offers. Because right after seeing the posters and the title of the film, I decided it to be an action film, proper action film. But surprisingly, this film has a lot of drama in it, emotional drama in it. The first 20 minutes of the film would be creepy. If you go with your family, then definitely it's not your cup of tea. Because there are some creepy scenes will be happening in the first 20 to 25 minutes. And there are so many dark themes in the movie, like the immigration politics, detention center. And there are so many slurs would be used. Despite these dark themes in the film, it is watchable because of the dark humor. So the movie is 2 hours 45 minutes. Almost in 80 to 90 percentage of the duration, you would be smiling, you would be laughing at those scenes because they handled humor in that way. And I think this movie should be handled in this way because having so many dark thematic representations in the film, if there are no humor, the flavor of the film would be too different and the audience won't be accepting it. So the humor really made the film palatable, made the film enjoyable. And the politics that this film speaks is very relevant, especially when India is facing this politics, that immigrant politics, immigrants from Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Similarly, United States is also facing such issue. So the film speaks about the immigrants, like who are they, and their life conditions should also be addressed, like that it speaks. But it's not 100% political film in my view. It uses the political as a blanket, and under the blanket it speaks about the father daughter relationship, mother daughter relationship. This is how the movie was, like it's planned, it seems. It doesn't completely speaks the politics that it intended to speak. It just uses it as a flavor or an environment, and in the environment they are keeping the father character, daughter character, as well as the mother character. And this is how the film proceeds. And there are so many like banthers happening in the film. There are so many like trolls that made on Gen Z as well as the radical politicians. Especially this film particularly targets the purists, those who speaks about the purism, that white supremacy. So this film targets them, and in fact it projected those people like to be funny, like you no need to take them seriously. In that way the film projected those characters. I liked this aspect of the film. Perfidia, Bob's wife, the one who left family for ideology. So this character, if you see in 2 hour 45 minutes movie, this character actually appears in first 25 to 30 minutes, but it gets imprinted in the movie till the end. You actually think of this character. So this character was written in that way. Even though the character is not physically present, you will be feeling the presence of the character. That's the impact of the character, that the female lead was designed in that way. So I like this aspect of the film also. And the chasing scene that happens in the Mexico roads, wow, that was really top notch. I enjoyed it because the chasing scene was around 6 to 7 minutes, but it was filmed in very new way. I liked it because usually when you take chasing scene, what we have seen in Indian films or any Western films is that either the camera will be like an eagle point of view, or the camera would be like, we have seen so many angles. But I think in this particular chasing, they have kept the camera in mudguard of the car, and in Mexican terrain roads, like the road is like this Sarkambara Mari is the road. So when the car actually goes like this, you tend to see the tar road, and when the car comes to the high point of the road, you see the next view. So it's like we are in the car and we are chasing someone. It was filmed in that way. I very much loved the idea of this chasing scene. But when I was finishing the movie and moving out of the theater, there were some groups saying that it was the boring scene they have ever seen. Leave them. Don't them also. So overall, One Battle After Another should be appreciated in the same way how F1 is being appreciated in India. The movie is very sincere to the storytelling. It takes 2 hour 45 minutes. Nowadays, the duration of this kind is not releasing that much. Even though it releases, it don't engages us more. But One Battle After Another seriously engages us. Like more such films should come, and if we appreciate these kind of films, we might end up getting good film. The film was shot in VistaVision. I read about VistaVision. It was very interesting. So after Brutalist, this One Battle After Another was also made in VistaVision camera. I can witness those in the grains, the fine grains the film offered. So that's it. It's the film appreciation of One Battle After Another. If you like the video, then please subscribe to Rap channel and continue supporting us. Thank you.